Have you ever paused to reflect on the purpose behind every setback, every challenge you face in life? Have you wondered if there's a deeper reason behind the trials you encounter? It might sound like another motivational cliché you'd find on social media. But what if I told you it goes beyond that? What if I shared that this idea is rooted in an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time? Yes, I'm talking about Stoicism, a school of thought that doesn't just teach us to endure life's blows, but to embrace them with serenity and wisdom. When we delve into the virtues that define us today, we immerse ourselves in the very essence of Stoicism and discover how this timeless wisdom can illuminate our darkest moments and serve as a compass in our daily journey. Whether we're facing personal or professional hardships, unexpected challenges, or simply the everyday turbulence of life, Stoicism offers valuable lessons for thriving even amidst adversity. It provides a roadmap, not just for surviving, but for flourishing. It teaches us that the key to a fulfilling life lies not in changing our circumstances, but in transforming how we respond to them. It invites us to cultivate a resilient mindset, to find strength in our ability to adapt and grow in the face of challenging situations. So, if you've ever felt like you're constantly swimming against the current, wondered how to find calm in the storm, or are simply curious about how ancient wisdom can shed light on our modern existence, you're in the right place. I invite you to join me on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Come along as we explore how to apply Stoic principles to turn our challenges into our greatest victories. Together, we'll learn to live with intention, integrity, and an unshakable inner strength. Each step on this journey is an opportunity to grow, transform, and find new ways to face life with courage and determination. As we dive into this transformative adventure, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and stay with us for the entire ride. Every moment is designed to inspire, strengthen, and guide you on your path to authenticity and fulfillment. You won't want to miss a single second of this life-changing experience. Join us and discover how to turn obstacles into your pathway to higher evolution. 1. Question your own limits. Have you ever settled for less than you could achieve? It's a common theme in many of our lives, where we spend days, weeks, or even years without truly questioning the limits we've placed on ourselves. Yet, here is a powerful question. Why not? It's a simple query, but IT has the power to unravel layers of complacency and fear that hold us back. Infused with a dose of Stoicism, the Stoics weren't passive. They didn't let life just happen to them. They were proactive, constantly examining their lives, decisions, and actions through the lens of virtue and self-improvement. When faced with a challenge or decision, a Stoic would ask, why not take the path that leads to growth? It's not about taking reckless risks. It's about making conscious, deliberate choices aligned with your core values and higher self. So, when you find yourself at a crossroads, hesitating or unsure about stepping into the unknown or pushing harder, pause and ask, why not? Why not strive for that promotion, start that project, or take that leap of faith toward your dreams? In these moments of decision, our destinies are shaped But here's the catch. Why not? Asterisk isn't just about facing external challenges. It's also about confronting the internal narratives that limit us. It's about challenging self-doubt, fear of failure, and the comfort of the status quo. It's a call to action that urges you to rise above mediocrity and embrace the potential for greatness within you. Remember, every Stoic hero you know, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, embraced challenges as opportunities for growth. They didn't settle for a quiet, comfortable life. They pursued the path of virtue, resilience, and personal excellence. So, the next time you catch yourself hesitating, remember you have the power to rewrite the narrative. You have the strength to push beyond your perceived limits. Embrace the Stoic mindset. Ask yourself, why not? Asterisk, and see how far your curiosity, courage, and commitment can take you. 2. Obsess over progress. This relentless pursuit of self-improvement aligns perfectly with Marcus Aurelius's concept of constantly moving forward, of being a work in progress. The Stoics believed in focusing on what they could control, their virtues, actions, and responses to external events. They didn't chase perfection. They sought progress. And that's what I urge you to do. Pursue progress with tireless ambition. Progress lies at the heart of everything meaningful, whether it's honing your skills at work, strengthening your relationships, or cultivating inner peace. The core of a fulfilling life is growth. When you're on a constant quest to improve, you're inherently aligned with the Stoic virtue of self-discipline. You're committed to the journey of becoming your best self, not for praise or external validation, but because it's the truest expression of living by your principles. But here's the thing. Obsessing over progress isn't about being harsh or unforgiving with yourself. It's about embracing a compassionate, persistent dedication to your growth. It's about celebrating small victories while staying eager for the next level of your evolution. And yes, there will be setbacks and failures along the way, but in true Stoic fashion, you won't see them as defeats, but as valuable lessons and stepping stones on your path to improvement. So, how do you foster these obsession with progress? Start by setting intentional, clear goals aligned with your core values. Reflect daily on your actions and decisions, asking how they connect to your growth aspirations. Seek progress relentlessly, because that's where true fulfillment lies. 3. Live with passion and purpose. The Stoics are known for their resilience, steadfastness, and wavering commitment to their principles. When they devoted themselves to something, they gave it their all, not for applause or recognition, but because they understood that full commitment is the essence of a virtuous, meaningful life. They didn't half-heartedly engage with their duties or passions. They were wholly dedicated, embodying the principle that the value of our actions lies not in their outcomes, but in the depth of our commitment. Their vibrant approach focused all their efforts on their endeavors, whether deciding each day not to drift through life, but to actively shape your destiny with your thoughts, choices, and actions. It's not just about dreaming big, it's about acting big. It's those bold, decisive steps that propel you forward, even when the path is fraught with challenges and uncertainties. Yet, here's a crucial point. Giving your all isn't just about what you do, but how you do it. It's about approaching your duties, relationships, and personal growth with sincerity, passion, and integrity, being fully present and engaged, whether working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or reflecting on your development. When obstacles inevitably arise, it's about facing them with courage and resilience, drawing on your inner strength to overcome adversity. So, how can you start giving your all in your own life? Begin by identifying what truly matters to you, your core values, your most cherished goals, your deepest passions. Then commit to pursuing them with your whole being. Set high standards for yourself and strive each day, not out of duty, but from a genuine desire to live fully and authentically. Remember, giving your all isn't a one-time act. It's a lifestyle, a choice you make every day, in every moment, with every breath. By embracing this philosophy, you'll find it not only drives you toward your goals, but also brings a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose to your journey. So, let's commit to this path together, supporting and inspiring each other to live with unwavering passion and purpose, creating a legacy of excellence and virtue that endures. Because in the end, it's not just about what we achieve, but who we become in the process. 4. Stay on your path. We live in a world full of distractions, temptations, and, let's be honest, plenty of reasons to veer off course. Yet, here's where the real magic happens. When you commit to your path, despite all the noise and chows around you, you're taking a stand for something greater. You're honoring your journey, your values, and you ultimately, yourself. The Stoics understood that life is filled with distractions that can pull us from our true purpose, but they also grasped the power of staying the course, remaining steadfast in their commitment to their principles and goals. Stoic perseverance isn't just about personal achievements, it's about integrity and character. So, what does staying on your path mean for you? It means having clarity about your direction in life, knowing what you stand for, what you're striving toward, and what kind of person you want to be. It means fixing your gaze on your North Star and navigating by it, even when storms arise and the waters grow rough. But here's the crucial part. Staying on your path doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. Life is unpredictable, and part of staying true to your course is being adaptable, learning from experiences, and adjusting your sails when needed. The key is that those adjustments always align with your core values and your ultimate vision. So, how can you ensure you stay on your path? Start with self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your values, goals, and vision for life. Use them as your compass. Cultivate the discipline to make choices that align with your path, even when they're tough or unpopular. And remember, resilience is key. When you face obstacles or setbacks, see them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve and deepen your commitment to your journey. 5. Don't focus on outcomes. We're often told to keep our eyes on the prize, measuring success by the achievements we attain. But what if I told you there's immense freedom and power in letting go of attachment to outcomes? This is where Stoicism shines, offering a profoundly liberating perspective that can transform how we view life and understand success. The Stoics teach us there are things we control and things we don't. Our efforts, intentions, and attitudes, those are up to us, but outcomes, they're beyond us, often involving variables we can't manage. focusing on outcomes sets us up for frustration, disappointment, even despair, by clinging to something we truly can't control. So, what does it mean to shift focus from outcomes? It means putting your all into your efforts, fully dedicating yourself to the task at hand. Whether a work project, personal goal, or relationship, it means committing to the process, embracing the challenges and learning opportunities without being overly attached to the final result. Imagine how freeing it is to do your work with passion and diligence, not for what it might yield in rewards or recognition, but simply because you believe in what you're doing. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, finding satisfaction and meaning in your actions themselves, not just their potential rewards. Let's be clear. Not focusing on outcomes doesn't mean being indifferent to success or not setting goals. It's about redefining success in terms of your actions and character, integrity, courage, commitment. Have you grown? Have you learned? These are the true measures of success from a Stoic perspective. So, how can you adopt this mindset? Start by reflecting on your values and the kind of person you want to be. With that in mind, focus more on the qualities you want to cultivate and the actions you want to take, rather than the external rewards you might gain. When you feel anxious about outcomes, gently remind yourself what's truly in your control and redirect your energy to your efforts and attitudes. 6. You attract what you radiate. Imagine living your life as a mirror, reflecting not just what you project outward, but what resides within you. If you're filled with negativity, fear, or resentment, those traits can taint your experience and interactions. Conversely, if you cultivate virtues like kindness, emotional strength, and honesty, those qualities will shine in your life, attracting positive experiences and relationships. Stoics emphasize building a strong, virtuous character, understanding it as the foundation of a fulfilling life. They believed we can't control our surroundings, but we can control our behavior within them. By focusing on being the best version of yourself, you naturally create a life that reflects those virtues. But how can you embody this principle daily? Start with regular self-reflection, critically but compassionately examining your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Identify areas for improvement and growth, actively cultivating virtues that resonate with you, whether courage in adversity, perseverance toward goals, or compassion for others. Remember, this isn't about perfection or avoiding mistakes. It's about being aware of your inner state and how it manifests outwardly. It's about striving to align your actions with your highest values, even when it's challenging. And when you falter, as we all do, it's about having the humility and resilience to learn and keep moving forward. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you become the architect of your reality, recognizing that while you can't control everything that happens, you have great power over how you respond and who you choose to be. As you align yourself with your highest ideals, you'll find the world around you begins to reflect that same quality and depth. Congratulations on making it this far. Your input is vital to growing this channel and spreading Stoic wisdom to show you've reached this point. If you're unsure what to say, write in the comments. I believe in my worth. I'm certain you're here for a reason, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for future updates. Now, let's get back to the heart of the matter. 7. Embrace the challenge. Reflect on the challenges you've faced in your own life. We all encounter them, whether minor inconveniences or major hardships. Our initial reaction might be irritation, discouragement, or even despair. But what if, instead, we viewed these obstacles as hidden opportunities or catalysts for personal growth and self-discovery? That's the essence of this Stoic principle. When the Stoics spoke of obstacles, they didn't downplay or dismiss life's difficulties. They fully acknowledged the suffering and challenges each obstacle can bring. Yet, they also believed that within every obstacle lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It's not the obstacle itself that shapes our fate, but our response to it. By choosing to see obstacles as opportunities, we shift from passive recipients of our circumstances to active, empowered agents of change. So, how can you apply the concept? That asterisk, the obstacle is the way asterisk in daily life. Start by reframing your perspective. When faced with a challenge, pause and ask, what can I learn from this? How can this situation contribute to my growth? Instead of letting obstacles drain your energy and spiritual well-being, view them as stepping stones to build resilience, creativity, and perseverance. Recognize that the most rewarding paths are often the steepest. The struggles you face, the barriers you overcome, and the determination you show all shape your character and personal story. Each obstacle is a chance to practice virtues like patience, courage, and adaptability, making you stronger and wiser. Moreover, overcoming obstacles often demands innovative thinking and a willingness to venture off the beaten path. It's in these moments of trial that we're pushed to expand our horizons, think unconventionally, and uncover strengths we didn't know we had. By adopting the Stoic approach to obstacles, you also cultivate gratitude for the growth they enable, learning to value the journey with all its twists and turns, recognizing that the deepest lessons often come from adversity. 8. Do less, but do it well. In the vast tapestry of life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of our ambitions or the complexity of the challenges we face. We might wonder, what difference can my efforts make? Perhaps we make a modest contribution, but that's exactly how great achievements are built, through the sum of their parts, each shaped by individual actions that may seem small. Stoics understood, we don't control grand outcomes. What we can control are our choices. They urge us to focus on the present, to act in line with what's right and necessary in each moment, without being paralyzed by the task's magnitude or overly fixated on a distant goal. Doing the little that's within our reach is a call to action, encouraging us to engage with life decisively and diligently, no matter how modest our contributions seem. So, how can we apply this principle? Start by breaking your bigger goals into manageable, achievable steps. Focus on what you can accomplish today, even if it's just a small step. Remember, what matters is consistency and persistence, not the scale of your actions. Each small step is a vital piece, laying the foundation that will ultimately support your grander ambitions. This Stoic mindset also encourages finding value and meaning in the process itself, not just the end result. When we focus on doing the little we can, we become more present, more engaged, and often more effective. We learn to appreciate the journey with all its ups and downs recognizing that growth and fulfillment come from our daily efforts and attitudes. By embracing this philosophy, we also cultivate humility and resilience, acknowledging we're not all-powerful, but affirming our ability to influence and act. We learn to be resourceful, to adapt, and to persevere, even when progress feels slow or subtle. 9. Redefine your definition of success. In a world where success is often measured by material wealth, job titles, or social media followers, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But what if we took a step back and reconsidered our standards for success? Stoics teach that true achievement isn't about accumulating possessions or impressing others, but about building a strong character, aligned with nature, and fulfilling our human roles, being virtuous, courageous, and wise, no matter our circumstances. This approach to success is incredibly empowering, placing agency firmly in our hands. While we can't control the economy, job market, or others' perceptions, we can always govern our virtues and actions. So, how can we redefine our notion of success? Start with deep introspection. Take time to reflect on what values you truly cherish and what kind of person you aspire to be. Identify the virtues you admire in others and want to cultivate in yourself. Then set goals aligned with these principles, focusing on your personal growth and how you can positively contribute to others' lives. Redefining success also means valuing the process, not just the outcome, celebrating your efforts, resilience, and progress, even if they don't bring immediate rewards. In Stoicism, success is as much about how you face challenges as it is about achieving goals. It's about maintaining integrity and composure, regardless of shifting external conditions. You'll find this view of success can lead to greater satisfaction and happiness. When you're not constantly chasing external validation, you're free to focus on what truly brings joy and fulfillment. And you may discover that pursuing virtue and meaningful engagement with the world is far more rewarding than any external achievement. 10. Avoid seeking constant approval. In a society that places so much emphasis on others' approval and validation, it's easy to lose our essence and forget our core values and motivations in the quest to please. Yet, Stoicism offers a powerful counterbalance, reminding us that our worth and choices should be grounded in our own principles and virtues, not the fleeting opinions of others. Stoics teach that seeking approval can become a form of bondage. We become captives to others' whims and judgments, letting their perceptions dictate our actions and self-worth. But by freeing ourselves from this need for external validation, we gain a profound sense of freedom and authenticity, able to act in line with our values and beliefs, pursuing what we truly desire. The validity and significance of our decisions don't depend on whether they win popularity or praise. So, how can we detach our actions from the desire to please? First, it's essential to develop strong self-awareness. We need to understand our motivations, to discern between actions driven by a craving for external validation and those rooted in our authentic self. This isn't always easy. It requires honesty and introspection, but it's a vital step toward a more authentic, fulfilling life. Next, we must nurture confidence in our own judgment and decisions. Stoics stress the importance of reason and wisdom in guiding our actions. When we trust our discernment and align our actions with our reasoned convictions, we become less reliant on others' approval, standing firm in our choices, even when they're unpopular or misunderstood, knowing they're grounded in our deepest principles. It's also crucial to accept that we can't please everyone, a truth that's not only okay, but normal and inevitable. We're all unique, with our own values, beliefs, and perspectives. Trying to meet everyone's desires would require constantly adjusting to others' expectations, losing our identity in the process. By focusing on being authentic and true to ourselves, we attract genuine relationships based on mutual respect and shared values. Even when facing criticism or rejection, we can find solace in living with integrity, faithful to our Stoic principles. 11. Avoid distractions. In a world constantly vying for our time, attention, and energy, learning to say no is an invaluable skill. It's not just about declining activities we don't want to do. It's about affirming our priorities, values, and autonomy. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what's truly essential and within our control, which sometimes means rejecting requests, opportunities, or even demands that don't align with our core values. Stoics advocated living in harmony with nature, which includes recognizing and respecting our own limits. They understood our resources, time and energy, are finite, and we must allocate them wisely. Thus, learning to say no becomes a critical factor. Exercising discernment ensures we dedicate ourselves to what's genuinely meaningful and beneficial, not just what's urgent or demanded by others. Let's admit it, saying no can be incredibly challenging. It takes courage, especially when we're conditioned to please others or fear disappointing them. Yet, the Stoic approach teaches us to value our own judgment and make decisions based on reason and virtue, not fear or social pressure. When we say no from calm conviction, we're not just declining an offer, we're making a profound statement about our priorities and commitment to an authentic life. So, how can we improve our ability to say no? Start with clarity, understanding what you stand for, what you value, and what goals you pursue. With a clear sense of your direction and principles, it's easier to discern which requests align with your path and which don't. Remember, saying no doesn't have to be abrupt or confrontational. It can be done with kindness and respect, expressing gratitude for the offer while firmly declining. Practicing the art of saying no can be liberating, freeing us from unnecessary burdens and commitments, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. It also builds self-respect by honoring our needs and limits, and surprisingly, can lead to greater respect from others who recognize our clarity of purpose and integrity. 12. Let go with indifference. How can you truly let go with indifference? It's about understanding and internalizing the difference between what we can control and what we can't. Our efforts, attitudes, and virtues are within our grasp, but we have no control over outcomes, others' actions, or the whims of fate. When we truly grasp this, we begin to free ourselves from the frustration, anxiety, and disappointment that come from clinging to things beyond our control. Let's be clear. Letting go with indifference doesn't mean not caring. It means caring deeply about the right things, the things that truly depend on us, and accepting the rest with equanimity. It's about investing our energy wisely, pouring passion and effort into our actions, while releasing attachment to the results. I imagine how much lighter you'd feel if you stopped lamenting every little thing that didn't go as planned, or getting caught up in dramas that don't concern your duties and values. This is the liberation Stoicism offers, a path to inner peace and resilience, no matter what life throws at you. So, how can we cultivate this art of letting go with indifference? Start with mindfulness, noticing our reactions, and gently reminding ourselves to distinguish between what's in our power and what isn't. It also requires practice, like any skill worth mastering. Begin with life's small, trivial matters, and gradually work up to bigger challenges. As you practice, you'll likely notice something remarkable. The less you try to control the uncontrollable, the more control you gain over yourself and your responses. You'll find a new sense of calm and clarity, even amidst chaos. As we walk life's path, embracing Stoic wisdom, we discover our greatest strength lies in choosing our response, focusing on what truly matters, and letting go with grace. Remember, the path to serenity and fulfillment isn't found in external praise or possessions, but in cultivating virtue, tenacity, and inner calm. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. You're a vital part of our channel, so keep exploring and deepening your understanding by watching one of the suggested videos on the end screen. If you found true meaning in this video and want to explore more Stoic philosophy or share your story, please hit the like button to support us. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Together, we grow stronger, wiser, and more grounded in the principles that guide us toward a life of purpose and meaning. See you in the next video.